Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to show you how to crochet these mini baskets. I currently have my little octopi in it, but it looks so cute and it's actually super simple to make. You do need to already know how to do the magic circle and single crocheting. I do go over magic circle in a different video, so if you don't know how to do that, you can check that out. Also, I used a 5.5mm crochet hook, a stitch marker, scissors, and the yarn I used is the 1 pound yarn. But before we get started, I just wanted to show you how the basket looks without the little octopi in it. So I'm just going to take out the little flower, the little octopus really quick, and that's the little basket. So let's get started. Okay, so to get started, you're first going to need to know how to do the magic circle. If you don't know how to do that, I do have a separate video on it, so I'm not going to show it in this one so it doesn't take up too much time, but go ahead and check that out and hopefully it'll help you out. So once you do your magic circle, you're going to single crochet 8 times into the circle. Right now I currently have 7, so once you do 7, let me just get my eighth one in. That's a single crochet, and then you're going to want to slip stitch into that first single crochet you did. So you pull through both loops. And then you want to put your stitch marker into that last, into the slip stitch you just made. And that is going to be round 1. 8 single crochets into your magic circle. Okay, so moving on to round 2, we're going to increase in every single stitch. So you're going to end up with 16 stitches in total for this round. So increasing is just basically doing a single crochet into each stitch. So that was 1, 2 into the same stitch. So I'm just going to continue doing that until I end up with 16 stitches in round 2. Okay, so I currently have 14 stitches in this round. Now what I'm going to do is take my stitch marker out, and then I'm going to crochet my last 2 to equal up to 16 stitches in round 2. And then I'm going to place my stitch marker back into that last crochet that I did. So that will end for round 2. Okay, so moving on to round 3, we're going to start off with a single crochet into the first stitch. And then you're going to increase. So 2 single crochets into the next stitch. And then you want to repeat that until you end up with 24 stitches in total for round 3. Okay, so coming to the end of my round 3, I'm going to single crochet into the second to last stitch to make it 22. And then I'm going to remove my stitch marker and then increase into the last stitch. 2 single crochets. Put my stitch marker back into my crochet circle, and then now I have the end of round 3, which totals up to 24 stitches. For round 4, we're going to single crochet into the first 2 stitches and then increase and repeat those steps throughout the whole circle until we end up with 32 stitches in total. So I'll show you that. Again, we're going to single crochet into the first 2 stitches. 1, 2, and then we'll do our increase. And then just repeat that until you're done with this circle and end up with 32 stitches. I currently have 28 stitches in my round. Now I'm going to do my 2 single crochets. 29, 30. Then I'll remove my stitch marker and increase into that last stitch, totaling up to 32 in round 4. For round 5, we're going to single crochet into the first 3 stitches, then increase and repeat that step until you reach up to 40 stitches in round 5. So I'll go ahead and do my single crocheting into the first 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then my increase. Then you want to repeat that, and you'll end up with 40 stitches in round 5. I'm near the end of my round for round 5, and I just wanted to show you one last time. I'm going to single crochet into the last 3 stitches. 2, 3, remove my stitch marker, and then increase. And then that equals up to a total of 40 stitches in round 5. Moving on to round 6, we're going to be single crocheting into every stitch, but we're only going to be single crocheting into the back loops only. So my work is facing towards me right now, and this means this part is going to be the front, and this is the back. So I just want to insert my hook right into the middle and single crochet that way. So remember, single crocheting into the back loops only. Again, this is the front loop, and that is the back. Okay, so just continue crocheting into the back loops only, and then I'll meet you back for round 7. I completed round 6, and remember, it's single crocheting into the back loops only, so you should still have a total of 40 stitches. And moving on to round 7, we're going to single crochet into the first 3 stitches and then decrease, which will end with a total of 32 stitches in round 7. So we're going to single crochet into the first 3 stitches. And then for our decrease, we're going to do an invisible decrease. So we'll insert it into the front loop only and pull some yarn through. Again, the front is where it's facing us, so just the front loop, yarn over, and then pull through. So I'll show you that one more time. First, you're going to have to do your single crocheting into the first 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and then your decrease. So the front loops only. Again, go through the front loop through your next stitch. Now you can yarn over and pull through, and that is a decrease. I completed round 7. It has a total of 32 stitches. Again, that is a single crochet into the first 3 stitches, decrease, and then repeat. And then you should start to see your curve here. For the next 4 rounds, you're just going to be single crocheting into each stitch just to create the length of our basket. You can add a little bit more rows if you want it to be taller than this, but it just depends on what you want. So again, I'm not going to show that on camera. You're just single crocheting, pretty simple. So again, 4 rounds of single crochets. So I'm on my last row of my single crochets, and this is how tall my basket has got. I'm just going to single crochet into my last stitch. I already removed my stitch marker, but I have 1 left to crochet, so I'm just going to do my single crochet. And then for your handle, you're going to chain 27. I'm chaining 27 because I like the height of it. You can go shorter if you want, or longer, so it just depends on how much you want to chain. To chain, you're just going to yarn over your hook and pull through. So I'm going to continue doing that until I reach 27. I currently have my chain of 27. Now I'm going to attach it to the other side of the basket. So you just want to make sure that it kind of aligns where you're attaching it. So just match it up as best as you can. And then when you find the perfect stitch, you can take your hook and insert it from inside the basket. And then yarn over your hook and pull through. So it's going to be a single crochet from here. So you yarn over and pull through both loops. Then you want to turn, and then you want to start single crocheting into these stitches. You want to single crochet because you want the handle to be a little bit thicker. So I'm just going to single crochet. Once you attach the handle piece, you can now just continue single crocheting in your chain to make the basket a little bit thicker. So I'm just going to continue single crocheting until I reach this side, and then I'll be done with my basket. Okay, so I'm back to the original side of my handle. I'm just going to single crochet into that stitch right there, and then I'm going to cut off the yarn. So once you cut off the yarn, you can in this loop right here, grab that string, pull through, and secure it. You can then go in and then tighten it a little bit more and make some more ties and cut that off, and then you'll be done with your basket. Once all the excess yarn is cut off, you should be done with your basket, and it should look like this. Or you can go ahead and add some other decor items. Like on this side, I have my flower. I actually made this in another video, so if you don't know how to make a flower, go ahead and check that video out. You can attach this by sewing it or gluing it on. Currently, I just have my stitch marker holding it together just because I wanted to show you really quick so what you can do. But yeah, so this is the outcome of my basket, and I hope you follow the tutorial and you like it. Thank you for watching.